Mountain. Where to find Golden Mountain? I'm going to show you beautiful mountains now. Today, I would like to start the day with the information about Goku and Goku Valley. Looking at the pictures, they are so cute, so beautiful. The valley is so beautiful and emerald. It has a Goku Lake as well, also called Dudh Pokhari. And when we look into the Wikipedia, okay, they are looking very beautiful as well. So to share the screen, share the screen, there's a problem for you, but it's still showing it, I guess. Since we are live streaming, since we are doing a kind of live streaming, let's go for the images. Images. Wow, so beautiful. Beautiful landscape, beautiful mountains, majestic. Not only majestic, the sky piercing. Not only that, they are outstanding. Wow, what a scenario! Panoramic view of all the mountains around there. It's very close to the Mount Sagarmatha, somewhere very closer to Namche Bazaar as well. And let's get into this beautiful place and talk about this for a while, for a temporary purpose at least. This is one of the mind-blowing places to visit in Nepal. One of the best, serene and pacific place to be in the world. It's cool, and the water, or the lake seems emerald green, and the mountains, they're always beautiful. They are standing tall and high, and Mount Everest is very close, since that is around 40 meters or 40 kilometers a distance somewhere. Let's get into little knowledge about Gokyo itself. Wikipedia says Gokyo is a small village in Solukhumbu district in the Himalayas of Nepal at the top of Gokyo Ri, and located on the western shore of the third Gokyo Lake, Dudh Pokhari. Gokyocho Dudpokhari, the village, is located at an elevation of 4,750 meter. That's 15,540, 84 feet, making it one of the highest settlements in Nepal and in the world's highest settlement, or place where people reside or live, and it's the place one of the highest in the world as well to find people living in this height. Almost all the buildings are guest houses for trekkers, so they are the guest houses for the trekkers. However, the people are living over there to welcome the guests during takes. In the pandemic, I don't know what they are doing, whether they have moved to the other places, lower places, then waiting for the visitors to come over here because of lack of trek or trekkings or mountaineerings also. So the people who live in the village live during the winter. Oh, this is an interesting information. So people living over there leave that place because it's extremely cold, and move to the lower villages such as Namche Bazaar. Namche is also is not warm place. It's not it's not Tarai region. Still in the highest places where we have lots of village hotels, right? People living there are mostly Sherpas. The village is best viewed on Google Earth. So village is, oh, what is this? Not shown at the uh, altitude as well as longitude and latitude. The 27 something degree, 27 degree 57 inches, 16 degree north, and then 86 degree 41 inch, and then 43 something east to the southeast in the village of Charchung. Okay, the pronunciation of what how this is pronounced there, the they are to be learned from social studies teacher as well. Pardon me for not able to be reading this properly. Anyways, the first part is correct, 27 degree, and here 86 degree north and east. All right, more information about Gokyo Valley. Take the alternative route to the scene and rocky Gokyo Valley with pristine glacier lake. So we have glacier lake. Oh, I come to understand it's a glacier lake. So avalanche or snow, they all flow down slowly, especially from glacier, slow moving, very slow moving of the snow towards the lowland, and decompose, they accumulate over here. Okay, they accumulate over here and they start melting during the summertime. In the winter, it's totally ice glass like, and it's a ice lake. So it's pristine and untouched. However, here I can see some of the residential areas, people living in this, probably because they're living lowland, in order to prevent themselves from the high blowing wind. So really really cold. So all right, so it's glacier lake. All right, similar information is already kept over here. One of the most picturesque valleys in Nepal, the Goku Valley, lies towards the west of the more famous Khumbu region of the Himalaya. The serene valley boasts sensitive pastures for yaks to graze during summer, and the pristine turquoise lake are simply breathtaking. Goku can be visited after trekking up to Everest base camp. Oh my God! After taking up to Everest Base Camp by adding another 5 days to the itinerary in their routine. All right, welcome Nepal.com. Thank you very much for the kind information about this beautiful place. And you can see by the lake, you have resorts or hotels or trekkers. People are enjoying sitting over there. Let's be there one time in our life before we. Oh, so beautiful creature as well. Don't know what the name is. Quail type of people are from there, mountains, things to do, similar attractions. So other places, beautiful places are all mentioned over here. After this small information, I would also like to talk about this Indo, Tibetan border place. Sometime where they have claimed Kalapani as one of the administrative territories of India. Ha, shame on you. All right. On top of that, they're proud to say this, the part of Pithoragarh district in the Uttarakhand state, but also claimed by Nepal since 1997. Why to claim their own land, which is which is well documented, and according to Nepal's claim, it lies in Darjeeling district. Oh, it's very humiliating to read such type of encroaching of others' land and giving the name India and plus every Nepalese part. Sometimes Sudhir Chaudhary, the DNA hero, goes to Mount Everest and says we have to claim Mount Everest as India. Oh, one day when the truth will be revealed and they'll be ashamed of it and they'd be dying for the you know, for the TRP or something. He's working for money. Going back to our normal reading. So we are going to read today the continuous activity of yesterday's Unit 13, reading Grade 10, and there we have grammar portion today. There we will be engaging, all right, engaging ourselves, and during our engagement in grammar section, we have read the following poem again and underline all the verbs which are in the past simple form. Read the poem again, underline all the verbs. Okay, you just have to go back and then read them all. So trying to get into the live streaming back, and then say, let's say hi to everyone over there. Hi everybody, whoever are online right now. Such a dead chat. Oh, no problem with the chats and all that. Venom handsome, Ishan goes and speaks. hmm Okay, you were this and that. Who was the first today? First to come to Venom boat. Yes, Shivali's Thapa was the first person to enter a chat room. Hi, sir. Hi, everybody. First. Okay, Venom and Shivali, both of them are first. Jessica, hi. Jessica, Shivali, hi, sir. Hi. Hi, everybody. Okay, smileys and all that. Okay, so please make the chat box very clean and whatever you chat. Let's discuss about the subject matter that we are actually going through now. So I'm going to start streaming so that I can also share the picture that's what I'm reading. Okay. Mm. Well, on the unit 13, we're still I was talking about grammar person, reading about grammar. Okay, grammar person that I'm going to read today, and I think I need to little bit, try to share the information that's given in our text, as well as try sharing the information that is already here. Well, still I'm stuck in the same picture of the chimney boys. Chimney boys. Mm-hmm. Chimney boys. Okay. Oh, right. So I have this. I have got this. I've got this. So, reading section, at the section of grammar, we have engage yourself, read the poem again. It's saying read the poem again. Reading a poem is kind of waste of time again to read. Go back and find out the past simple form of the verb. So I would go directly to the exercises that follows after that. Okay, it's example that's given is when my mother died, I was very young. So the two words that are on a line in the sentence are died and was. So come back to the next line, and then my father sold me while yet my tongues are sold is one of them, and that's given underlined from they are the past simple form of the. Now time for grammar. It's quite easier for everyone to understand this because in a simple language. First, it says, read the following paragraph and observe how past tense is used, then underline the verbs which are in the past simple and the past continuous. So you just have to find out which is past continuous and which is past simple form. Mangali woke up at 6 a.m. in the morning yesterday. When she looked at the clock, she said, I am going to be late for my coaching class. It wasn't her first time to be late for the class. What an information. She thought her teacher would get angry with her for the same reason. Coming late to the class. Anyway, she became fresh and had a cup of tea and hurried to school. When she reached school, she saw no one. Oh, she reached school first. She's the first. While she was moving around the schoolyard, she thought to look at the notice board to see if there was any notice. When she looked at the notice board, she saw that there was a notice about the school holiday. She cursed herself when she remembered that her teacher had read out the notice in the class the day before. Feeling ashamed, she returned home. Oh my goodness, this could happen to a student as well that sleep in the classroom. When some students were trying to, some students even who were sleeping, dead sleep, they would start saying, hooray, there's holiday tomorrow. So right now you can see the condition of this girl who was there attentively and forgot that the teacher read a notice of tomorrow's holiday the day before means to yesterday. Yesterday the teacher notified all the students that tomorrow is holiday. Probably they enjoyed with gay and glee, but she didn't remember and she was worried of being late in school as usual. Part 2, we have read about Mangali and write a similar happening of your own. There is any. If there is any similar events that occur in your life, you remember event and then write in your own paragraph. So similar type of events you can write. Sometimes one time what happened, I went to the bus station thinking that there is a school, and then I remembered there was no school. The bus did not turn in. So when the bus had not, I was quite worried. I thought that, oh, did everyone go leaving me from the bus stop? I didn't see anybody coming over there. None of the students were there, and I was alone. I thought I was the first, and later I started being worried that there was, oh no, that there was like. no bus at all, and bus might have left me alone. So what to do? I have to take another bus, local bus or something like that. Then I have to take another bus. It's very difficult to reach our school, with the buses that we keep on taking, and if we may have to take lift from Sadabado going to Dhapak Hill, since we do not get exact vehicles that we want on time. So it's a terrible, terrible situation. But I came to remember that there's kind of internal strike of some political people, and was anchored the night before, right, the night before, and it was notified in a voicemail as well that there is no school because of unavoidable circumstances. But I did not hear, did not see, I did not check. And since every office is working, everybody is going to their office, so I thought my office too was open. But I returned grimaced, ashamed of myself that I did not even check my voicemail. I did not know what was happening to my own country. Okay, that was one of the incidents that I could write. You could also think of similar thing and then plot them down, write it down. Number three, fill in the blanks with the appropriate verb from the box. We have certain past form of the words. They say married, was, fell, had, ran, wanted, were, found, said, didn't like, became, refused. So now we have to plot them in this, filling up the gaps in these gaps. So let me read out and with complete filled up gap. Once upon a time, there was a king who lived in a palace. What a classical story. He had three beautiful daughters, but no sons. Oh, usually there had to be some heirs to look after their, country. He wanted his daughters to get married before he died. Very good dream. Then, what could be the filling up for this one? He found three princes. He found three princes, but his daughters didn't like them. They returned to marry the princess. What do you mean by that? Okay, they asked to marry the princess, so the king became very angry. Oh, I think ran would be better. Run. They ran to marry the princess. They refused. I think refused would be better. Okay, they refused to marry the princess, so the king became very angry. This is readable. Then we have mm, he dash they had to get married when they dash 20 years old. The three daughters ran away during the night and found work on a farm. Eh? They fell in love with the farmer's sons while they were looking there. They were working there. They married the farmer's sons as soon as they were 20. So the two fill in the blanks that you have to plot, the two words that are not utilized yet, can be replaced over here. All right. He wanted to, he had, they, not possible. They had to get, he found, they had to get married. He wanted, they had to get married. He said, okay, he said it would be finest word. He said they had to get married when they were 20 years. Okay. These are the two words that we have to fill up. Moreover, number C that we have follow activity as well. Read the above story again and add two more paragraphs narrating that Indians they pronounce as narrating that what happens, what happened afterwards. Some clues are given to you. Number A, did the king accept his daughters as son-in-laws when they returned home after marriage? Obviously, he wanted some son-in-laws. So obviously, he would find out the finest one, is find out the strongest one to be the heir to the throne as well. What about the queen? Queen also would listen to whatever the king would say. King's declaration is gonna be the final verdict in the country. Number C, how did his people react? People might have gossiped, chit chatted, and might have spoken something if the king were very strong to his determination, to his voice, to his speech, then people would not speak at all. No more criticism, nothing, no mocking. Number D, how did the farmer's son feel when they went to palace for the first time? That too you can guess. Were they able to convince the king and queen? If yes, how? Okay, Hosaki. So many people are chit chatting with the same Hosaki, Hosaki. Huh? All right, so Parikshit Adhikari. Message retracted. I am not going to listening as usual because listening takes a lot of time. I'll directly jump into the speaking part. In the first one, we have is engage yourself again. Read the following conversations below. It's interesting to read the conversations. A. Who slash teach English in class 9 slash Kalika Koirala. So these are the clues that are given for you to speak, and the examples for conversation is given here. Om asks, who taught you English in class 9? So you have simple past taught question. And Ranju said, Kalika Koirala taught me English in class 9. So she has Ranju has beautiful, very excellent, outstanding English. Number B, why slash go to the post office slash buy stamp. These are clues. Now Ramesh and Ramila are two characters for conversation. So Ramesh asks, why did you go to the post office? So did you go is the past tense. Did go. Ramila answered, I went there to buy stamps. So went is the simple past form. Now, time for you to speak. Time for speaking. Work in a pair. Take it in turns to ask and answer questions as in the conversation above. So I would give at least 5 minutes to talk in the class, but you'd finish in two. I know. So for the one who want to add their own similar type of clues and converse, they would be given additional 3 minutes time. Otherwise, within 2 minutes, you'd be able to complete this one. So first clues, a collection of clues that we have in first set is who help you in trouble in my mother. Second one, who sing a song Kun Mandir Ma Jan Chau Yatri. Let me sing this as well. Who slash sing a song Kun Mandir Ma Jan Chau Yatri slash Robin Sharma. So number C, when slash win chess match slash in 2015. D, why slash go to hospital yesterday slash to treat my back pain. So these are four collection of clues. You can go and converse with your pair. Similar conversation that you are given here in second part as well. Work in pair again. Have a conversation between you and your partner. Example, you have got collection of clues again. Buy book, no, leave wallet at home. So these three clues are given over, three phrases of clues, or you can say simply the clues. Okay, first person A speaks, did you buy any book from the book fair yesterday? B says, no, I wanted to buy Malala, but I left my wallet at home. Very lucky fellow. Number, yeah, now similar type of clues again. We have a collection of clues from A to D. First collection is iron your clothes slash no slash B power cut. Collection B, get the tickets for concert slash no slash book. C, collection C, meet your friend at the airport slash no leave for hotel. Number D, join the wedding party slash no be over. So make similar conversation like the above ones. Follow up activity you do have, and here according to the set C, imagine you saw 6 year child crying on the road yesterday. 6 year child crying on the road yesterday means he or she would be looking for parents. Tell your friends what you did when you saw him or her. So what did you do? Explain to your friends. Now we have writing section. In this writing section, you have collection of pictures, and you are gonna make picture stories, coherent stories of the pictures. First, you need to coherently order Mark 1, 2, 3, 4 for these jumble pictures. In first picture, we have a van and the bike rider is fallen the road, and a girl is looking at the boy's head helmet is on the road, and his bike's condition is not in the proper condition to ride again. And the question says, look at the following pictures, put them in a sequence so that you can create a readable story, discuss in pair, find out what is happening. On the right side, you have a hospital with an ambulance entering the gate. And then third picture, you have, oh, it's like stuntman hitting a van. So he hit against the van in a corner, and the driver is still inside when the boy had an accident as well. And then fourth picture, I can see the van is coming in the wrong lane. That's in the right lane. Bike rider was the left lane in his own route, and misfortunately it was in a turn in a corner, so the more bike rider could not brake or jam on the brakes. Even if he had jammed on the brakes, he would still be hit by this vehicle van. So okay, hit an accident. What, hit and run accident, not running, the traffic is still there, I mean the drive is still there, as if they're conversing in the stunning, like bike is flying, part of back part of bike flying, the front part of the wheel is already flattened, and the ring it's all it's all damaged, wrinkled all the way. Okay, so man is flying. Time for writing now. Develop a story with the help of the picture above. Supply suitable title and moral of your story. So I would be create a video for story writing, another one. But right now, also let me give you some clues. Whenever you have set up pictures, you just put the readings in your mind. Forget about the picture. Not look at the pictures again. Before you write, look at each and every incident of each picture clearly. Then mark 1, 2, 3, 4 very very clearly, and then close your eyes. Now you're going to make story in the past narration. So when you have got past narration, you'll be thinking about the verbs. They go in simple past and past continuous if it is necessary. When this inside a quotation mark means you need a dialogue or dialogues, right? So when we have dialogues to put in, then you always use inverted comma. There you can put simple general sentence, it can be present, future, or simple past within the quotation itself. So put that thing in your mind, so at least you think that you have a title in it. Title is the head part. Without head you not recognize what it is. Do not forget to put the title on top. Okay, any title will be suitable: accident, a bad accident, misfortune of a man or a bike rider, or sudden classes, this and that. Whatever title you give, it's gonna be acceptable. Title is must. Make it that attractive title should be like that. Also would count because it will also drag attention of the reader that you are writing very attractive thing inside that story itself. So the examiner wants to read, the reader wants to read what is there inside your writing. And at last, if you don't forget to put the moral of the story as well in the bottom line. Moral column, then write the cliche. As you sow, so shall you reap, or tit for tat, be careful, this and look before you leap, this and that, whatever cliche that you can you put at last. So these two are very essential part of the story. Now coming to the main story, we have got first paragraph, background setting. What is happening in which place? What is the environment like? What is the day like? Sunlight or moonlight or the forest areas, a river bank, or the plain road or the bumpy road, a gravel road, this and that. Everything that you just begin in the first paragraph. Introduce characters like one by van driver, another bike rider. Both are in a high speed of 40 above or 50 plus, or you can give you know color of the dresses and bikes colors and numbers, and the van shapes and vans colors, everything that you can put inside first paragraph. That's a background setting, how it's going to be, right? You can also start making a tune, the sad tune, because it's about accident. You can make the people wearing black clothes, right? Give some symbolic meaning: a black car, black bike, a black pitch road. Anyways, gloomy nights, or silent place, isolated area, no people hardly visit over there. So begin with that, and then story, you can begin a vehicle and bike coming from certain places, and then they are coming to this turn and they had an accident. This thing happened to bike, and this thing happened to the bike's condition, the bike's rider, and even drivers. Some feeling, the conversation there they have, everything you please mention in the second paragraph, you can make so many paragraphs if you want. Finally, you give a concluding statement like story. What had happened to the man? And then, as I've said, the moral of the story will be the best thing to conclude. Cliche is the finest thing that you have to write in a story writing. Don't forget to write dialogues inside conversation. That means inside the story itself. Now we have number C, follow-up activity. Write a story from the following outlines. Give it a suitable title. Now you can see this side also. It's not picture story. It's not picturesque, coherent story. But you are given some clues. It's a close question. You cannot drive out of this clue, but you can elaborate, elasticize with lots of dialogues, lots of backgrounds, lots of vocabularies, lots of variety of sentence structures, lots of fun that can include inside, sticking to the information that's given away. You cannot go beyond what is the ending. You cannot create your own ending after that. What is given over, you have, whether it's abrupt ending, whether it is sad ending, or whether it is suspense, or whether it is romantic ending, you have to end over here. But you can elaborate in between. You can, stress, exaggerate whatever you want with your embellished words, with the beautiful languages that you have in your mind. So right here, so we have a clue like a storm fell upon a forest, a dead tree struck by lightning. The forest was on fire. A little sparrow flew towards the river. A desperate idea came to him. Dipped himself into the water, flew back to the forest, released the drops of water into the heart of the blaze. Continues his task. This task. An eagle appeared, suggested him to save his life and stop that useless tasks. The parrot wanted help, not advice. The eagle realized and joined the parrot. All the other birds joined too. They seized the forest fire. All creatures praised him. Moral. So this is how we have to join the social service activities. One single person cannot, solve the problem. If many join them, then obviously the problem will be solved very quickly. And in mathematical calculation also, one work is completed by 100 people in one day. One person had to, you know hustle and bustle more than 100 years. Mathematically it's 100 days. Now project work for you. We have complete the following table about the academic status of people in your locality with real information. Prepare a report and present it to the classroom. Academic status of people in my locality, you have got table, and in the year that you have 2015, on SLC, on SLC intermediate, bachelor's degree, master's degree, MPhil, PhD. So find out all the data and plot them in this table. Finally, we have fun corner as usual. Read and enjoy the song that about the rules of changing active voice into passive. Song for changing active voice into passive. It's wonderful. Subject object inversion. Okay, subject object inversion. Be verb as insertion. Okay, so be verb as an insertion. So main verb is going to be be verb. That has to be the same. We use always PP form. That means past participle form. After the be verb, past participles turn. Questions maintain question form. Command should bring separate norm. Let plus object. So command has a little bit change because it has to start with let plus object. For question, you have to maintain question itself. Mm, be plus past participle is what we have to do. Let plus object, be plus past participle. To leave by agent is something sometimes possible. So leaving agent is sometimes possible. That's how our ending of the chapter grammar narrating past of first type concludes. Well, within this ending, since I'm ending right now, so within this time, if there is anyone who has to ask some kind of question, let me take into consideration and let me answer some of the question if you have any. Welcome to Golden Mountain, Golden Meadow once again. Well, copy pasting, copy pasting, copy pasting, copy pasting, copy pasting, and copy and pasting. This is not asking me any questions, so I have to end up and have to leave now. Shout out to Aryan. Aryan. Shout out to Aryan. Who's Aryan? Who's Aryan? Aryan? Okay, Aryan. Mad Dog? What a name. Spray God. Alright. Take care for today. I'd end this live session for reading Great Tains. Great Tainers, SE appearing, Great Tainers. So, I would be coming up with Great 14 next live session. Till that time, I would say bye bye. I think I wanted to say how to, I wanted to explain how to write stories in past. Most of the time, children they narrate the story. Once upon a time, there was a crow. The crow picked up some pebbles and dropped them in the pitcher, and the water rose in this and that. Simple thing is, at least they had to be conversation, monologue type of thing should be there. I think I should pick up some pictures, some pebbles, and put them into picture. So this type of quotation type of sentences must be there, time and again. If like if somebody some other character that you want to include, like in the story, eagle is inserted mm, uh, in place of any other character. There too, you can make conversation. What are you doing alone? Are you stupid? Can you extinguish the blaze the fire alone in the forest? Is not possible. Why are you trying? Give up. Come on, let's save our lives. All right. If they had saved their lives, only the rest of their lives would be in the danger. That's why, knowing that, okay, instead of giving unnecessary advice, come and help me and turn off or extinguish this fire. This is how it is said. Okay, thank you everybody. Thank you very much. I'll be taking, all right, I'll taking to the unit 14 next live stream. Good night. Take care. Stay safe from corona right now.